Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's me. I'm here. Again, trying to have moved to show that time has passed. And, alright, let me continue this story, because I was deep in the middle of it. And also, I might have to, like, pause at some point and, like, look up how to find these bugs, because I don't know where I'm going. But, alright, yeah. So, okay, yeah, the vessel has begun to want. The pure vessel is being sealed, but it has desires. It has wants. That's not good. It's not a good thing at all. This could mean the destruction of everything. Luckily, he's stuck in the temple, right? Most of what the Radiance is trapped within him. However, there is, because of that want, because of that desire, a little bit of the Radiance gets to seep out, and slowly the kingdom of this pale king comes to an end. Everyone is slowly infected. Well, except the mantises. They are a very strong mental fortitude. But many of the existing species of hollowness are slowly corrupted. And yeah, we see. Ooh. Cool. Did I win? I didn't. Cool, I win. But, like, yeah. So that's pretty much it. The other vessel leaves. Daughter of Hera stays. And that's, you know, until the events of the game, that's how it goes. Oh, I suck at that. That one was not good. The Pale King hides in his dreams, because, again, he's a very gifted sorcerer. He can enter the world of dreams. He didn't, because he didn't want to seal himself away so he could rule over his kingdom. But, you know, he seals himself away. Really sucks. And then the events of the game happen. Whatchamacallit? Because now I sound stupid. I'm just making sounds. The other vessel eventually comes back. He's like, all right, I guess I've got to take the place. I've got to take up the mantle. I'm completely empty. And yeah, that's Hollow Knight. Well, okay, at least the background. Everything else that happens is silliness. Oh, hit my head. There should be a bug around here. Where's it? Is it above me? Oh, it's underground. Here. Got him. Yeah. I really like that game. There's more to it. There's a lot more to it. I'm just not gonna go over it. Play the game if you want to learn the rest. Oh, no, never mind. This way is the way we have to go. I'm gonna listen back to this later and then realize I was just, like, stuttering for, like, half of it. Because I definitely was. But, yeah. I like that game. I should work on that spiel. Because me delivering it just doesn't work. I've been thinking a lot about history, just because I have a very limited lens of it. I don't learn a lot of history. A lot of history is just sort of lost to me, you know. I never learned it. just sort of like, oh, this is brand new to me. Like, U.S. history, I've learned too much of U.S. history. But I know nothing about, like, most other countries. Like, the only history I've ever been told about Africa is, like, oh, they were tribes for a while, and then Britain came in and really, really messed things up in there, so now they're not tribes anymore. Like, and, like, that's not even a true history. Like tribes still exist. Like, I'm phrasing that very strangely. Well, like, things haven't really changed, they've just become more modernized, as any and all societies do. Please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me. I just didn't want to fall. I've been taking Spanish for, like, however many years now. I'm in AP Spanish. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the info, buddy. I suppose this path is impassable now. There's a bugger. Why don't I bite and chew on those guys? Why don't I get to Namen? There's meteors. I would prefer if you didn't meteor on me, please. Please and thank you. Yeah. What was I talking about? What was I even talking about? Straight up have no idea. It is lost. Whatever I was talking about is lost now. Even I don't know what it was. That topic is gone. Moving on to the next. I actually don't have anything else prepared. Oh wait, no, I was talking about history actually. Yeah, I was talking about history. I don't know anything about it. I want to learn about, like, I don't know, history of, like, China. Like, that sounds interesting, because a lot of things happened in China. Like I know I got a very brief demonstration of it from the history of the world, I guess, right? But, like, okay, no, there's one more. Like there was a lot of things that happened, right? There had to be even more things. They wrote a language. They invented a language. Like, do I have to take a linguistics class to get, like, history of languages? Because I'm really interested in that. And I don't want to go into linguistics. Like, I don't care about linguistics. Except for the... Oh, that's where he was. My map reading skills aren't the best sometimes. Okay, now to go find this other one. Yeah. Who cares about linguistics except, like, linguists? I just want to learn, like, oh, how do they write this language? Like, is there any record of how they came up with it? How did they come up with the phonetics for it? Why does Chinese have tones and, like, no other language have tones? How did you figure out, like, what made you think, like, oh yeah, if you change the way that you say the word, it's like an entirely different word. Like, actually that was dumb for me to say. I speak English. We have read and read. Read and lead. Just say the vowels different. But I mean, like, tones is like a whole nother thing to that. That's like a pitch of sound thing. No, it isn't. Kind of it is. Yeah, who came up with pitch accent in Japanese? Who was the one who did that? How did they do that? Why did they think of that? Because they just sort of lifted a bunch of characters from Chinese and then made a whole new language off of it. How did so many different languages on isolated parts of the world come up with the same words for, like, mother and father, pretty much? Mama was a word that popped up in so many different languages. Like, why? Why is that? Who sent out that memo? Why do so many people pronounce it mama? How is that such an overarching term to have shown up? And papa as well. That pops up a lot. Like those two words seem to pop up a whole lot in just about every culture there is. It's super weird. Okay, that just landed up there. I'm probably gonna pause the episode in a second. Because I have no idea what I'm doing, and I still have like tons of these little dudes to find. Where is that? How do I get up there? Okay, I'm pausing the episode. Oh wait, let me kill these things, and then I'll continue talking about language. Alright, yeah, cool. Pausing it, see you in a second. I figured it out. You could jump through the window. I should have kept recording. You guys saw that, right? Like, I tried, like, a couple of episodes to just jump through the window, and y'all know that, right? Y'all saw that. Y'all were there for that. How is my question. How is the question that I have. Alright, and that was everything that was in there. Murder, she wrote. Why did I think of that? Murder, she wrote. Oh, and this will put me up there. This will put me up on top. So now I'm on top. Alright, more about languages. How are both French and Spanish Latin-derived, yet sound entirely different? Like, French is a pronunciation nightmare. Why? Why is it like that? Logically, they would have been of a Germanic kingdom as well, right? At that time, before at the time when the Romans existed, right? They would have been of a Germanic. They would have been a Germanic people. They would have been of some sort of Germanic tribe, and that's what would have happened. However, they don't speak anything that sounds like English or German, and like where are you? Why are you going to leave me in here? They speak French, which is a pronunciation nightmare. It makes no sense that stems from a people living in a Germanic tribal area speaking a Latin-derived language. It doesn't make sense that French is like that. And and we don't get to learn any of this in school. They don't teach us this. We never get to hear any of it. I would love to hear some of it. If there is any reason. Are there any ancient speakers who are like, this is how you pronounce the language? Why are Portuguese and Spanish two different languages? Why don't Spaniards speak Arabic? Because that's another thing about Spanish and French. It was after the Romans pretty much, gave them their language, they also got a lot of influence from the Moors, because they came up to chill, Like La Alhambra in Spain. They were like, yeah, that thing's red, so we're going to call it Al-Ahmar, right? It's red. And then they pronounced it like they spoke Spanish. So La Alhambra. Like what? How did they come up with that? How did that connection happen? It doesn't make any sense to me. How are those two words connected? It doesn't make sense. Why do the Spanish speak Spanish? Why is Portuguese different? Portuguese sounds like 80% like Spanish, right? Except they've got the C with the squiggle from French to make a sound, and they've got the vowels with the squiggle. They got vowels with tildes. So it seems like they got all of the influence, right? That's where it comes from. But it's like borderline Spanish with like a couple of extra things. There's a lot of M's instead of N's. It confuses me. Anyway, I would love to learn linguistic history. I think that would be really cool, but like they don't teach it to us, so that sucks. Anyway, this episode's about to end. I'm about to end this episode. I'm gonna. Do I let this guy speak? I actually don't care about the cutscene, and I'm gonna be frank with you. I'm not gonna leave this in the video. I'm gonna let it end here. So, thank you. You can look at this child. Everybody, you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.